your choices are, when you're trying to analyse for yourself the rhythm of the language, is which pulse do you use that you can deal with. You use the fastest one you can deal with, which might be quite slow, but you want to have something that speaks back to you, so that you start to build those relationships. Because you're better off starting with a slow pulse and then when you're comfortable, adding more subdivisions. Let's go through that a few times, and then I'll start to put some rhythm in. I'm broke but I'm happy, sober but I'm kind, short but I'm healthy, yeah. High but I'm grounded, sane but I'm overwhelmed, lost but I'm hopeful, baby. What it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is doing a high five. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do that a few times. If it doesn't make any sense, there's some stuff in that chorus that we need to go over. But I would just listen to it a few times. If you don't strum, if you have no idea. What I want you to do is the verses, everybody should be okay on the verses. When we come to the chorus, if you're not as clear on the chorus as you've just been on the verses, stop and listen. Just listen. And listen for where the chord. So let's go again. So 1, 2, 3. I'm broke but I'm happy, sober but I'm kind, short but I'm healthy, yeah. Space. Time but I'm grounded, sane but I'm overwhelmed, lost but I'm hopeful, baby. What it all comes down to is everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. Okay, 4 of them, and then it's the same verse. Broke but I'm happy, what was that? Sore but I'm kind, short but I'm healthy, yeah. High but I'm grounded, sane but I'm overwhelmed, lost but I'm hopeful, baby. What it all comes down to, everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. Okay, so I would break, if I was trying to get my head around this song as fast as possible, I would, the first thing in the chorus is this, it repeats this chord sequence twice. It goes, so we've got the verse, because that's one line, and then that just repeats over, that just propagates 4 times. The chorus, I'm going to do it over here first, so it goes D, now we're strum, now, okay, so we're doing 2 strums. It's not a bar, we're doing 2 strums, right? And it goes like this, it goes D, A, and then E, and then another E. Now, the lyrics in the verse, the chorus, are a bit syncopated, so there's not a lot of stresses on the language that fit with that pulse or any other subdivision, really. You could go. That's kind of the subdivision where all the syllables start to make sense again. It's just fast. So what we have to do here is just to do a little bit of prep. And so what we're going to do is just going to do this quickly. We'll do it fairly fast. D, D, A, E, 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 E. So we're going to play D, D, twice, A, twice, E, twice. Okay, so not like that. It's going to be a lot longer than that. So it's going to go. D, D, A, E, E, and then another E, E. So do that one more time, and then we throw the tune on top of that, and it goes, what it all comes down to is everything's going to be fine, fine, fine. So I'll do one without because I've just lost my cue. So we just do that first half of the chorus. And what it all comes down to, everything's going to be fine, fine, fine. What it all comes down to, everything's going to be fine, fine, fine. comes down to is everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. One more. What it all comes down to, everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. Okay, why did we do that over and over again then? Why did we do that? We got into the end. That's good enough. That's good enough. I spotted. The thing is the more you do it, you don't know what you're looking for, but something will come out. But I think depending on where you are, how long you've been playing, I think you'd be hard pressed to work out what I just worked out, and then translate it into something. Because half the time you get something, but you don't have to translate it into something I can communicate to you. But the thing is this, right? If we take it slow, it goes. The D's fine because the first D is there's a bit of a pickup lyric, but it goes, and what it all comes down to. There's your two D's, yeah. That's a key because the what it all comes down to, and what it all comes down. That word, as long as you know that your chord change because on the word down, you're laughing. And the fact of whether it belongs to the verse or whether it's tagging onto the beat, and that just you need your in point, and that's a stress point on a word. So, and you've got a lot of warning, and what it all comes down to, so wherever you are, if you're trying to get this arrangement in your head, there is a bit of thinking, because you just fix it and go, what it all comes down to, that's D, that's D. You're buying the chord to that bit of the lyric, yeah? Now, and then you've got another D strum after it, because it comes in pairs. But the second one, so this is what we've got here, as you're sort of like making points, is down to is there. Right, it comes down to. Now this is the bit where it's good to do on the board if I do it the right way, as opposed to Sounds of Silence, which I did in all kinds of ways. But this is a similar thing. What it all comes down to space. Space is everything. Do you see what I mean? The lyric comes in halfway through, which is not what you expect. If you're expecting music to just fit the patterns of every song you've always played. So you've got to get used to that. So now you slow it down and spell it out. So let's just go again. So get ready on D. So it goes, and you come in on the word down to. So nothing before. So I don't even need to count you in. And what it all comes down to, space, is everything's gonna be quite alright. See, so you've got, once you've done what we'll play it a few times. We'll bolt the verses and everything together, but what you're looking to bed in is what's cueing you, what lyrics are cueing you to the D chord, and which of them. So everything is going on the second strum of the A. Now this doesn't come with one play or 20. It might be 50 or 100 plays. If you say, right, say to yourself, how many songs can you play from start to finish? Accurately, correctly. It doesn't matter if it's Roadrunner with 2 chords or allowed, On the Road again by Candy, which is 1 chord. It doesn't matter the technical. Can you play the song all the way from the start to the end and know what? And when you hear somebody do something else, even though you're just sitting there doing that, you anticipate. Oh, the mouth organ, the harmonica's going to go there. The drums are going to put a crash there as you play. That's what I'm talking about now. If you know 100 songs to that level, even if they're all 1 chord songs or 2 chord songs. This is going to take less if you only know 2 songs, right? This learning where that one bit of the song goes will probably take you 100 listens. I'm just saying, never underestimate the number of listens you need to do to get that song under your belt. So you don't really want to be going out and saying, "I play that 100 times," but it'll take you a few months to get comfortable, or it might not. We might find other, sometimes you get a break, but it's all. Don't think because a song comes together, it's because you've got a break. They're really hard to get under your belt. And then he goes, what it all comes down to is everything's going to be quite all right, or whatever the words are. Is that right? So, is it quite? Is it the word quite? Fine. So, I've got lyric dementia. Fine. So, those are your strums. And that's so you have to go, like say if you want to get this song together, what it all comes down to is, everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. And then what happens then is, that's then 2 strums. But you know when we put the spacer at the end of the limerick, when we put this is like a spacer. Nothing happens, but you have to strum another, this is space. Before you go back to the D here, because I've got one hand. I've got one hand in my, then pocket. You can have pocket there as well if you want.
And the other one.
On the second strum, and the other one, other, on the A, other one.
Giving a high five.
But the problem with the second one is it does this. B to E. Is that right?
There's no E. Yeah.
No.
A, B5.
Just B. Just,
No,
B5,
B5,
give me
A
that.
is shortened.
D8.
oh yeah. One hand in my pocket. Other is B.
D8.
They say that, like, you know, it makes this like the way when you have 2 parts of your brain don't connect up. It's like the root of humour. It's like I laugh then because I was while I was writing I was hearing different. I wasn't really hearing it. I was writing it from memory, and then when I heard it, just those 2 connections make you laugh like that. So, anyway, so it's B there. Other one is giving, and then high five. And at the end of the chorus, there's actually, you've got to determine how many of those there are before the next song part starts. I've got it down as 2, but we're not dividing it up that way. It's just a set period of time. We can divide that time between the end of the chorus and the start of the next verse. It's a set period of time. If we divide it up into 2 or 4 or 8, it's up to you, as long as it works for you.
Well, is that what you've got written down as break?
Yeah, because there's a break. Well, the question is, which I'm not quite sure because I don't know the song well enough, is whether that would class, whether there's 1 on the end and then there's 2 more as a break, or whether that goes short into the break. It breaks off there. Do you see what I mean? The progression will be the same. It's just where you decide the parts start and end.